This is a video that maybe will get you thinking about a few things, that things aren't always as they seem. You may be walking under beautiful lights one day, and the next day you might be imprisoned or dead. Is this what happened to the Idaho4? Did they get themselves in too deep? Did they not know what was going to be happening or where it was going to go? Like this man here that I'm going to be reading this to you. This is a sad story, and it's going to continue to be sad because this is the way people are, these deviant people. They're taking lives. So before you get pulled down into that dark, deep hole, take a good look at what's around you. Take a good look at who these people are, and hopefully you come up on the sunny side of things. Make good choices. Have a great day.
Bill Thompson. We also met the prosecuting attorney, Bill Thompson. Any new details?
Nothing that I can share.
How was the crime scene?
I can't talk about it. Everybody's working together. The investigation is still active, absolutely.
How long they're going to stay here at the home?
Don't know, as long as they need to. I
ended up sitting down with Bill Thompson in his office, and remember, they had not identified a suspect. Do you feel safe having a child living near or on campus?
I would, but I say that knowing that many people would not. And I'm probably I'm in a different situation because of the information and the knowledge that I have of how the investigation is progressing.
We also met the prosecuting attorney, Bill Thompson. Any new details?
Nothing that I can share.
How was the crime?
Since when does prosecution, law enforcement officers, the likes, get to play with our kids' lives? Tell me that, Bill, while you're smiling underneath those wicked eyes. Look at you. You think you nabbed your big ol' gang of traffickers, yet who perishes?
Everybody's working together.
Because of this. Because of who you're using to nab them. To do the people that should be literally educated in doing something like this, not the students, not people that are just really coming into their own, getting out of high school. They're out of high school.
Still active.
What are you thinking?
How long they're going to stay?
You and your team.
Don't know, as long as they need to.
I feel like you're dead inside, and that you just don't realize it. You just don't care. You need to wake up, Bill. Wake up, Bill. Hello, everybody. Hey, I want to thank Embry for popping my name in there several times. Thank you. Glad you got a hold of that. You got my message, and you took that under your wing and did your thing with it, which is good because I'm not very good at that. So, on a different note, here is I find it kind of disturbing, actually. It's brought to my attention by a friend, and this is the documents for Michael Warren. So I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. How many pages is this baby? Well, it's only one of 3. The next document I'm going to read you is lengthy. Okay. Introduction. So this is United States of America versus Michael Warren. And this is the man who was just given 7+ years for his role within the Aryan Nation gang, prison gangs, the affiliation with that, with trafficking. So, introduction here. Michael Warren, a 65-year-old man who has pleaded guilty to conspiracy to distribute controlled substances, regretfully submits the sentencing memorandum in support of a sentence of 60 months imprisonment. This recommendation reflects the goals of. I'm not gonna put all these numbers out there. I'm just not gonna do it. That's not my thing. Considering Mr. Warren's personal history, health, family obligations, role in the offense, and the need to impose a sentence that is sufficient but not greater than necessary. 2. Background. Mr. Warren, the oldest individual involved in the conspiracy led by Bryson Gill, his involvement was limited to 2 primary roles. 1. Delivering narcotics to Arizona on several occasions for modest compensation of approximately $1,500 per trip. And 2. Allowing his property to be used as a storage site for rugs, firearms, and pill presses owned and controlled by Mr. Gill and others. While the government alleges Mr. Warren operated pill presses, he was never able to produce a single pill successfully. 3. Personal history and characteristics. Mr. Warren has been married to Lori Warren for 41 years, demonstrating a long-standing commitment to his family. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional on this one. Because these people are taking lives, you guys. And whether he had a part in this that was forced or, partially his own doing, the forced part is the part to be reckoned with with these people, because they're so scary. Hold on, let me get my composure in a second. Okay, I'm not great, but I'm better. Together they care for their 2 adult children, both of whom suffer from severe autism and will require lifelong support. Mr. Warren has no relevant or violent criminal history. In 2022, Mr. Warren suffered a major stroke, followed by 2 minor strokes. He also has a heart stent and numerous ongoing health issues that significantly diminished his life expectancy. These health conditions would make incarceration exceptionally harsh and costly. 4. Nature and circumstances of the offense. While Mr. Warren acknowledges his wrongdoing, his role was markedly I got water in my eyes and it's hard to see. His role was marked, that's a weird word for me, markedly less significant compared to his co-conspirators. He was bullied and intimidated by Mr. Gill, the conspiracy leader. Mr. Warren's financial gain from this offense was minimal, totaling less than $20,000, which he used to support his family and his own drug dependency. 5. Sentencing considerations under 18 U.S.C. 1. The need for the sentence to reflect the seriousness of the offense. Mr. Warren accepts responsibility for his actions. However, a sentence longer than 60 months would not provide additional deterrence or justice given his limited role. 2. The need to protect the public. Mr. Warren poses no ongoing threat to the community. His age, health, and family responsibilities further mitigate any risk of recidivism. 3. The cost of incarceration. Incarcerating Mr. Warren cost taxpayers approximately $50,000 annually. Considering his limited offense conduct and severe health issues, prolonged incarceration imposes an undue financial burden on the public. 4. Avoiding unwarranted sentencing disparities. Compared to his co-conspirators who profited substantially and maintained dominant roles, Mr. Warren's sentence should reflect his minimal participation. 5. Conclusion. For the foregoing reasons, Mr. Warren respectfully requests that this court impose a sentence of 60 months imprisonment. With such a sentence, Mr. Warren, if he survives, will be almost 70 years old when he's released and almost 75 when he was released from his probation. Where there is no evidence he was the architect of this or any other drug conspiracy, it is highly unlikely he will be a danger to the community upon his release. A 60-month sentence followed by 5 years probation would be sufficient, but not greater than necessary, to achieve the goals of sentencing as articulated in 18 USC. This was dated the 3rd day of February 2025. Victims come in many different forms, and whether this guy played this role in this, which he did, he had a role in it, and more than likely his addiction is what got him there. But that addiction couldn't get him out, and maybe not because of the addiction this time, but because of the people that were behind this. And that's the scary part, because look what happened. They don't care for a life. A life isn't. The rugs are more important than a life. And lives. And there will be many, many more lives lost. Many. And there will be many in and around the Moscow, Idaho area, and the Pullman, Washington area, and every single university on this planet. Because that's part of how it works. You know? It's always worked like that. It's just getting more deadly due to the things that are being manufactured, because of the greed and everything else that just goes with that. This guy I feel for. And it's just a gut feeling of mine. But I want to thank my friend for sending this to me. All right. Thank you. Sorry for the ball baby stuff. But it feels like it's going to be one of those days. Welcome aboard. Have a great day. And say some prayers for Michael. For many things. Prayers that he recovers from his addictions. That he is safe where he's at, because that's going to be the major issue right there, I think. His health. Pray for his wife and his kids, because this is something they had to endure as well. And she's going to be taking care of 2 adult children with autism, and that's not going to be easy. It doesn't take much to take 5 minutes or less. It takes even less than that, just to say a little prayer. In fact, let's do that right now. I'm just gonna sit silent for as long as, I think 30 seconds is okay. Well, it's kind of nice being quiet, listening to the birds, huh? I don't know if you guys can hear them, but they're not too loud today. But wow, was it yesterday or the day before? They were so loud. There were so many different birds around here, and it was literally almost deafening to the, just right on the verge, because they're just all different kinds, and they were just chattering up a storm. Yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, you guys. Spreading white light, purple healing light. Have a great day.